Hello everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood Necro Badger, and today we are playing Agario, and we are going to do a list of some of the things that I personally think you really shouldn't talk to atheists about, things that I've had personal experience people talking to me about, and going to start immediately. First one, and this is a big one, is when you start off by saying you're going to hell. Now, we can understand that in your beliefs you believe that to be a big thing, but we don't believe in hell, so it's not a big thing to us. We basically don't believe that even if there was, a God, that if he truly loved everyone, he'd be willing to send them to a place where you burn for eternity. In fact, a lot of people, that's part of the reason why they ended up leaving religion of any type. Well, Evangelion just killed me. Anyway, another one is, why don't you love God? Now, the thing is, again, we don't really believe in any of that. We, we believe that there isn't a God, there isn't any spirits watching over us or anything like that. So, and honestly, if there was a God, we who actually created everyone and loved everyone, yeah, we would love him or her, but we don't believe that there is. Uh, and we don't necessarily hate the idea of a God. A lot of us really wish that there was one, but we just don't see any evidence to support it. Uh, Now, another one is, so you became an atheist because you want to sin. No, a lot of us believe that you don't need to believe in God or hell or any of that to lead a moral life. You just need to not be an asshole to your fellow humans. We don't think that you need threats of hellfire or promises of eternal life to do that. So when you say that, it's honestly kind of offensive to us, as are a lot of the things on this list. Another one is when you talk about the proof of creation. Now, the reason why you shouldn't say this to an atheist is because we've usually done our research and know that most of the time the quote-unquote proof that's been put forward for creationism is, for lack of a better word, bullshit. It's either been discredited by actual scientists, or it has started off being tilted towards that person's belief. And most of us already know this, most of us have looked into it, especially when we were kind of transitioning from religion to being atheist. But enough of that. Next one is the idea that we just haven't been to the right church. Now, most of us, myself included, have been to a church that we've really enjoyed. A lot of times, and again, myself included, that's the reason that we stayed with religion so long. Not because of our belief in God or anything like that, but because we enjoyed the people we were with at the church. I still have friends that I consider really good friends, who a lot of them are still Christian, but that I met at that church. And that's one of the reasons that it takes so long for us to eventually go, well, I can't really believe in this stuff, because we're afraid of losing those friends. But another thing is basically just in general, when you treat us differently at holidays. We don't mind that you celebrate Christmas the way that you do. We don't mind you saying, Merry Christmas, anything like that. As long as you're not forcing it on us to make us say the same thing, we don't mind that you say that. It's fine. You're allowed to believe whatever you want. We're allowed to believe what we want. Don't go, oh well, I can't say Merry Christmas to so-and-so because he's atheist. No, you can still wish us a Merry Christmas. You can hope for our, time of the year around then to be good. It's just that we're not celebrating it for the same reasons you are. We're celebrating it to be with our family and our friends. Another one is, and this one people might not like, is when you're talking constantly around us, just like when you're only around us, about the Bible. Now, we understand that's a big part of your life. It's not a big part of our life. It's fine if you occasionally talk about it. But when you make it a point of conversation every time you're around us, we immediately start thinking, well, they're pretty much just saying it because they want to try and get us to believe the same thing. So it gets annoying. We don't really enjoy it. Another one that's kind of related is when you make every topic of conversation about our atheism. The thing is, our atheism isn't a huge part of our life, like your religion is yours. We believe that there is science to back up what we think, but we don't usually make all of our conversations about it. If it's brought up, we'll talk about it, but it's not something that we want to always be talking about. We have other things that we enjoy. We have things that are way more important to us. So, just, you can talk about it every once in a while, just don't make every conversation go back to that. Another thing is, when you try to point out that science isn't sure yet exactly how the universe and life started. Honestly, this one's really annoying because we're fine with not knowing exactly how it started. That's how science works. You make theories, you test them. If a theory is tested to be right, you go with that theory. There are a lot of theories about how the universe started. And in fact, there are actually now theories about how life has started that make perfect sense. And that's what we go with. And if that's disproven, we'll go back to this drawing board. We don't mind not knowing. That's part of science, is the more that you know, the more that you realize you don't know. Another one is, and this is probably going to be the last one, and this one isn't really offensive, it's just more something that we constantly hear, and that's, what made you atheist? And a lot of times, we don't want to get into that just because we know it's going to be offensive to you, because a lot of us, the reason that we don't believe in the Bible and all that is because we've read the Bible. And we found a lot of it to be either... Oh, game froze. Anyway, we found a lot of it to be either insulting to most people or to be just downright ridiculous. And we don't want to have a conversation about that because we know it's going to offend you. But, yeah, that's about it for now. About Agario, it's actually a really addictive game. I don't know why. It's just collecting circles to be a bigger circle. That's it. It's got kind of a Katamari Damacy feel to it. But anyway, I think that's about it for today. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Bye.